A warm welcome, everyone. I'm Link Flame, and we are back to Burn the Midnight Oil. It's part 2 of Dante's route. Let's see. Are we taking your car? Yes, we are. No, we're not. Okay. If you got it parked near the Golden Cat, let's walk. No, why? He has the next one now, but whatever. Your choice. They walk for a short time before Raoul speaks up again. Do you mind if I ask a question? Yes. A question for a question? You mean at the station you didn't even answer. You can ask another question after you answer mine. That is fine. Dante tilts his head to show his agreement. Why is that Orion treats you like a child? Oh my gosh. I know he's older, but you and I are around the same age. It doesn't treat me like that. Why is that Orion is so worried about you? Uh-oh, backstory. You're more than able to take care of yourself, but he's treating you like a child who shouldn't run around on his own. We just re-established that officers aren't allowed to work alone. And that it stops Dante from trying sometimes. Yeah, I don't think that would stop him. Of course not, but with how much he stresses that I have to keep an eye on you, wouldn't it be better if I wasn't a human? I can't stop you even if you do start a fight. A werewolf is above my weight class. Well, being a human is actually the point, now that Dante can explain that. Other than Orion, there is no one who knows Dante as anything other than a werewolf. The only reason Orion knows is that Dante's mother told him. Raoul doesn't have a reason to know. It's usually no issue, but in some cases it makes explaining things a bit harder. There are similarities between hellhounds and werewolves that allow one to act as the other. There are also some huge differences. Well, might hate it, but him being so much weaker than me is exactly why Orion decided to pair us up in the first place. They're all around, and not only do I have to make sure that he stays safe, I also can't run wild, risk injuring him. Smart, but also risky. Annoyingly, Raoul did hit the nail on the head though. Orion is treating him like a child with no self-control. I think he's overly worried about me because he knew my mother, feels responsible or something. Did he know you when you were a kid? Oh, that would be so adorable. That is not an easy question to answer for several reasons. No. It's complicated, I see. He'll just nod to himself, then stop asking. It's something Dante appreciates. Not that he ever says that aloud. Oh yeah, let's not talk about feelings and be honest about how we feel, My turn, same as before. Why did you end up working here, and how? The division doesn't take in many humans. I believe Orion was looking to add a human to the division even before I applied. When we had an interview, it sounded like it. Probably also helped that I was able to use my family name. Ooh, Maple baby! Previous connection with supernaturals do make it easier for you to get hired. There's that too. Rich, you obviously have connections, so why spend every night on the beat for barely anything? It doesn't care about the money, clearly. It's not a bad workplace, everyone is polite, and Orion is a good superior. Seriously. You haven't worked another job yet, have you? Oh dear. He hasn't, so it's true that he can't compare Orion to someone else. Yeah. If he puts us on the case, he believes that we are the right people for it. Are you the slightest bit proud of that? Apparently now, no! It's a shame, you should be. Why, he's just using me. Rod was partnered with Dante as soon as he joined the force, but they know little about each other. It's hard to ask about someone else when you yourself are unwilling to talk. Yeah, Dante, come on. Not that Dante isn't curious, come on. If I got the chance right now, anyway. Where do you work before joining our division? Another question? I'll owe you one, okay? Other police stations for humans. And you switch over to supernatural cases. On purpose? You don't stop, do you? It bothers me. Makes no sense. Want an answer or it'll annoy me the whole night. It isn't as interesting as you think. Like working with supernaturals. None of you care about who I am, which is a blessing. Let me get this straight. Okay. People were sucking up to you before because you're rich with an influential family. And you didn't like that? Dante, come on. I don't need you to understand. I understand. I get it. Imagine no, I don't care about you as for you and who you are as a person. I just care about your family and stuff and their money. I try to believe when I say it's really, really annoying when people think you're doing good work because of your name, not because you've been working your butt off for it. Rolling nails and straightening his collar. Sounds like there are many stories could tell about his previous job. I prefer to be judged for my own abilities, not those of my parents and siblings. Yeah, bro, we love it. Alright, that's something I can get. Yeah, you can? Sounds nice to have people do your bidding without needing to work for it. If you do work, you should get the recognition and no one else. Dante shrugs, sliding his hands inside his pockets. Still think you're dumb for putting yourself in danger, though. I guess it can be rather stubborn. Oh, you're too busy and apart then. I survived so far. Yeah, because I make sure no one else mauls you to death. As we've established before, that's why you're my partner. You're doing such a good job to make sure I don't die. I'm not your babysitter. Bodyguard might be the more appropriate word. I feel like Raoul is the babysitter. Raoul's mouth twitches into a little smirk that is quick to hide. Although I doubt anyone could convince you to wear a suit. Or anything formal at all, yeah. Also, eyes move over Dante. Yeah, eyes up here, dude. Which is a bit of a shame. Have to reject your job offer. I'm stuck at the station for another while. What? Certainly struck for tonight at least. The first place of interest is over there. Let's get this over with. Let's go. Yeah, I could have waited a few minutes previous time, but oh yeah, let's go with the music. First stop was indeed just the start of a long, long night. Many follow before the end is in sight. I'm going to choke the next person here wants to waste our time. As expected, or maybe feared, no one knows anything. Yay! Not only does it take forever to make a... This background is so cool, I'm sorry. Give me a second. It's distracting. Not only does it take forever to make them talk, they also end up revealing that they haven't noticed anything other than a couple more bodies than usual. Oh no. Relationships within the different groups of supernaturals are complicated, to say the least, meaning that a course won't immediately cause others to react. Oh dear, with how close the place is to the slums, don't know what that means. No one has the energy to care for strangers, that's sad. I knew this case will be a hassle. This is the last place. Get it together. Rose steps up to Dante's side. Over the years, he learned to recognize most of Dante's body language, including the sign of his raising annoyance. Another thing that Dante will never say out loud is that Raoul helps. The way he relies Dante up is completely different. Somehow it doesn't make him want to tear out anyone's throat. Yay, progress! But as much as his presence is a comforting one, he can't undo the strain on Dante's nerves. Oh dear. It's tempting to mix in with the crowd. There's alcohol all around the loud music. People who want your company for a night couldn't care less who you are. Yeah, okay, sounds inviting, but also no at all. And those with good senses would have trouble locating anyone in here, let alone Raoul. Oh no, Dante. But Dante walks off, he'd be rid of him, in this case, within a minute. A break just for tonight, don't you dare. Tomorrow is another day, and maybe another break. Dante, I am also warning you. Raoul grabs Dante's wrist. It's a light hold. Why are you always so quick to realize when I feel like leaving? I could just shake him off. No, don't. Stay. Cool, but won't. Be easy to pray for anyone in here. Yeah, that's why, sure. If you can't see, I'm winking. Raoul stands out. He's human, he's wearing clothes that don't belong here, and he's handsome. Who said that? Without anyone at his side, he might just get swept away. If the wrong person, there are too many of those, get their hands on him, he'll never be seen again. Dante will be a pretty bad bodyguard if he let that happen. To mention an even worse policeman, though he cares less about that. I'm not going to put him to danger. Dante leans back a bit and Raoul's grip immediately lessens. Yeah, I know what we're here for. Dante turns away from the crowd. Raoul sighs quietly, as exhausted as Dante feels. We'll be out of here soon if you resist vanishing into the crowd for 2 minutes. You think I have left for only 2 minutes? Do you think you could have left for longer knowing that I'd be wandering around the club alone? Woo! No. Oh, because Dante is still somewhat convinced that Raoul is severely underestimating the danger of supernaturals most of the time. Oh, that's so cute. Just like Alice. That's what having supernaturals like Orion around you does. Warps your perception. Whatever. Where to? Raoul's professionalism returns instantly, glances around. I say the owner, considering he's conveniently wandering around over there. Catching the owner instead of some random staff member is half a miracle. Please know something. First one of its kind for the night. Although, Raoul nods toward another corner of the room. That guy might know something too. Little group in the corner isn't hiding. There's a small plastic bag being passed around. Ouch! A little, ouch! Don't have any evidence that the victim was on something, but the chances are low. There's a bad bet for trafficking any paying customer. Then again, the owner of this place will have a wider network. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be tough. The point is, I don't know if either of them will tell us anything, but let's try this. I think the dealer might know more. Raoul waves his hand, gesturing for Dante to go first. Intimidate this fool. He walks through the crowd with Dante in front. Parse neatly, no one wanted to bump to a face as grumpy as his. Groups made of one dealer and several customers. They react to someone approaching like a pack of starter squirrels, their heads jerking up as they go quiet. Humans technically aren't allowed inside Mirage, though exceptions are made when they are accompanied by a supernatural. Raoul draws the majority of suspicious stares when he steps forward, of course. Don't have anything for you, miss. Too strong. Okay, good for me then. Dealer rudely turns away. She's doing a poor job of pretending she's not on edge. Terribly sorry, not here to buy any. No, everyone say we got questions. Can't be sorry, we don't like questions. What voice I gave her. You also don't like the police cracking down your deals, do you? Police don't care about us. Hello, we are the police. Please tolerate you because we have better things to do than run after insignificant dealers. Then sure, we can make an exception and drag you to the station anyway. The dealer flinches, eye narrowing, her fingers curl up. You think you're faster than me, try it. Don't, Dante. The dealer is a witch. She definitely has tricks up her sleeve, but she needs time to pull them. Ooh, sweating. Yeah, Raoul, I'm sweating too. How about you talk and no one here gets in any trouble? Doesn't that sound good? The three customers who had been slowly inching away freeze when Raoul looked at them. Forced awkward smiles appear on their faces. It will be over quick, I promise. But why do we need to stay? Dante takes a step positioning himself just slightly behind Raoul. That's a funny effect on the others. They all think Dante is a werewolf, so him letting Raoul lead the conversation feels like an acknowledgement of his strength, even if he is only a human. That has all of them lowering their heads meekly through the eyes can't hide their dislike. Because you might know something as well. You're looking for information on people who suddenly grown agitated and attacked others, then died without warning. Ah, those! Do you know something? Not know, but seen. But that happens whenever there's a new thing on the market, right? Some people just drop dead, allergic reaction, whatever caused them. And didn't work it out yet, Oh yeah, some people have some terrible allergies, I should give her this voice, it's too funny. Maybe the case may make you a bit weird in this case too. Happens everywhere all the time. No, not here. Not since Zeno's been taking over the work. Zeno, huh? We'll have to come back to that. Let's put a pin on that. So you're sure it's a thing that's causing their behavior? No, but that seems likely, right? As everyone who acted like that a user. Maybe not all, most of them. It's not that who's taking it. Then who's biking? Wouldn't be the first time someone slipped something. Dealer clears her throat, change her word. I mean, they could have not known they were taking something. Oh dear, this Glenn is super creepy, super fast. Raoul nods, then hones in, focusing only on the dealer. He shifts, clearly hating the attention. You're saying it's normal for a new medicine to cause the problems. Does that mean you have seen something new going around? Did someone offer you something? Well, no, but you think that's what happened, right? It's kind of now. So nothing was offered to you, and you haven't seen a fellow dealer carrying anything unusual either. If I see a fellow dealer at work in the wrong corner of the town. We run the same products and we have the same time prices, Carter rules and all that. I didn't see anything. Seen the test, yes, but no new pills or powders or whatever. When did the last one come out? 3 months ago, maybe? I don't know. Pretty sure it was 3, yeah. Zeno's work? Who else? We're not the eldest people, but anyone who choose a thing that doesn't end you, or one that does, Zeno is reliable. Yeah, so it can't be anything from Zeno. It's never brought us anything that has side effect that bad. Yeah. That sure is a potential side effect, yeah. Then have any new sources appeared lately? Well, no. Why make the cartel angry? What is going to improve any of Zeno's recipes? I'm sorry, keep laughing at myself. And if you try to get something of your own out without running it by the higher up first? The dealer moved a finger across her throat. Message is clear enough. You think they're nice enough to give you a quick... Oh dear. A woman can help. I see. As a question before we leave, Raoul glances at Dante, who gives a small nod to confirm that there's nothing else he wants to ask. Have you seen Zeno around? Why would I have Zeno around to the police? Of course you're my friend. I am a friend. We established that. Not after him. I'm a friend. Police friend who doesn't even know. No. That. No, that's actually makes sense. You two could be friends because it's Zeno. Zeno is Zeno. You know. Weird guy. Great guy. Yeah. Well, yeah. Like you can catch him even if you find him a wizard that talented doesn't just wander around. I saw him out on the rooftop before I came in. It might still be up there somewhere. Fantastic. Okay, have you seen anything else that stood out to you? No, nothing else. There's a new witch in town. Really cute. That museum blew up. Yeah, we know. And yeah, that happened to the SSF. Be snooping around because of it. That's not worthy, not for the case, but because it sounds like fun gossip. Don't store the information back of his head. It's like this one SSF guy, the vamp. You've seen him before? Really, you're into him? Who wouldn't be? I mean, he's got a cool style. Conversation derails quickly and Raoul rubs his forehead. Yeah, I get it, Raoul. Alright, that's all. Thank you for your time. Yeah, sure, bye. See you never. The dealer smiles again, but the moment they turn around, Dante can hear her say, "Do we even have the option to say no?" Raoul stretches his neck to check if the club owner is still around, but the man must have left some time ago. Shrugging his shoulders, he once more moved behind Dante, who is responsible for getting them outside. Yeah, maybe this choice has a bigger impact on the full game, but for now it's fine. Okay, back where there's fresh air and people can talk without shouting, they pause. The chances of someone trying to put out a new product, not low, I'd say. There's plenty of willing customers. As long as they could get their product into the dealer's hands, they wouldn't stand out. A foreign designer could seriously anger the cartel. Yeah, maybe worth whatever they're trying to do. Yeah, I wonder what they're trying to accomplish, because it's clear it isn't just a have fun and get addicted thing. It's something bigger. It's worrying that there are many more victims than we expected. Orion was right to think that something is wrong. We've checked all the clubs and any other place in the area that makes sense. Since we haven't encountered anyone unusually aggressive or dead, we can't do anything else for the moment. Suggest you see if you can find Zeno. He's going to reveal himself. I'm with you, so meet me at the Golden Cat when you're done. I won't try for very long. Better than nothing. In the meantime, I'll inform some people to keep an eye out for any unknown dealers. See you later. Catch you later. Raoul doesn't wait for Dante to start complaining, even before he can get a single word in. How the heck am I supposed to find that guy? They said he was on the roof? And he shoves his hands in his pocket, walking down the street. His best chance of running into Zeno is doing exactly that, just walking around, waiting for Zeno to show himself. He's not asleep, who knows where? He's working at his lab, also who knows where? It is not working, he's relaxing on some rooftop. This guy has some interesting hobbies. As one of the main designers of any outstanding large circle of cities, Zeno should be a more dangerous guy, but the police aren't after him anymore. Damn, that's almost. I'm also offended for him. There's been so many attempts to capture and keep him that he always slips out. To mention that there's just been someone worse filling his position if he's gone. Yeah. Most of the time Zeno is friendly. Okay, the dot before that. The ellipsis? No, that's not the word. Whatever. He minds his own business and doesn't pick fights. He's not a direct threat to others. Even a child will be safe around him. Okay, let's not try that. As long as you can make sure it doesn't feed them anything weird. Oh gosh. That's scary. Oh. Zeno doesn't show up as he walks around. Dante's patience reaches its limit and he stops. Screw this, I'm leaving. Well, I was just about to stage a dramatic entry. Is Zeno? Huh? Is Zeno? Bro? I love their look. Almost got the timing figured out and have you ruined my work. Zeno, there you are. Oh, hello there! Zeno's sitting on top of a roof, but his voice carries as clearly as if he were standing right next to Dante. Here I am! You were looking for me? I have calmed down. Zeno doesn't even consider it. Oh my god. No way! We must stay apart, for I never know when you might turn on me, taking advantage of me, letting my guard down to arrest me, my poor self. Have I ever even tried to arrest you? So all the time we've known each other? No. So I'm not gonna start now, calm down. Don't want to, don't wanna. I feel like our current distance is fitting. Something about the distance between our hearts. Oh dear, no, don't break the fourth wall. Gosh, I really love this Zeno, dude. Are you ever going to stop talking nonsense? Zeno grabs his chest in a dramatic gesture. A cop and a criminal can't be friends. You've been down there and I have years the representation of that. Get it? We are friends. Oh, still need to talk to you? Yeah, got it. Okay, but we are friends. Come on, I thought we were friends. It's embarrassing to say out loud, but Dante thinks it makes sense because, a friend. They meet regularly, but Zeno always stops to chat when he sees Dante. Even the occasional chases are nothing more than a game. For reasons Dante doesn't understand, Zeno loves running away from him. Though Dante enjoys chasing, so it works out. Zeno's expressions momentarily shift from surprise to something else. It looks like he didn't expect that response, but is happy about it nonetheless. Like a giddy child started bungling up and down. I guess we are. Right, now that we've established that. It's quite tragic though, even as friends we can openly spend time together. The superior officer at work knows that I know you. A relationship doomed from the beginning. Stop wandering off into your own world again. Then again, relationships that develop despite the unavoidable obstacle between you can be especially sweet. Yes, sir. For a long second, Dante allows himself to just close his eyes and inhale. Zeno? Yeah? Get your butt down here, I'm coming up. Zeno claps his hands together. A small, colorful dust cloud appears, likely remnants of whatever last worked on. You come all the way up just to have a chat with me. Yeah, I love this guy. Or like Shell, look at her pen. True freedom lies in breaking the chains of social expectations. We're two people who can't be together, can't be apart. We don't care what the world thinks. What the hell are you saying? Need a dang beer. If you make me climb up to you, I'm going to break one of your bones for every second you wasted. Damn, that's a lot. Up on the roof, Zeno clocks his head. It's so serious today. He gets up and steps up the edge without a second thought. Okay, just... Oh. Zeno's body appears from above, hanging upside down, bouncing slightly. It stops right in front of Dante. Bro, I can't. Hey, look, I've been getting the hang of a new trick. It takes some practice and all the blood runs onto your head, but it works. Just spinning around, I love it. That commented Dante grabs Zeno by the waist and turns it around mid-air. Zeno squeaks like a toy but doesn't struggle. I love them so much. Because snapping in half by accident or by accident. Finding himself right way up again, the wizard stops hovering and places his feet on the ground. What's wrong? Usually you play along for a bit. I'm not falling for the sad puppy facade. Not today, Alice. Not twice today when Alice already got me earlier. Alice gets a pass. Still working on how to talk with you. No time for games? Oh, you got games on your phone? No time or energy. Zeno circles Dante once and makes a doubtful sound. You look more likely you have been too much energy. Kills the sound calming down. When something goes some stuff with me, oh my gosh, bro, don't. Not right now. I bet you change your mind. Got the personal stash. I'll give you only the best of the best. Just give me just shout in the street or something. I'll find you. Yeah, probably. sit on the rooftop and howl. Where are you? I'm sure you howl very nicely. Oh my gosh, you flirt. Remember to call you by howling in the future. But about the thing I'm here for, I'm all ears. Actually, I'm working on a spell that gives you a flying ear. Not an actual ear, I think, but you can make it fly around. You can hear what it hears. It's failing so far, but it's going to be fun. 0. Concentrate. Focus. Oh my gosh, I love concentrating. Listening. Do you know anything about a new substance that makes people abnormally aggressive? Majority of substance in the area, at least for the supernatural, were created by Xeno. Their creators have little space to compete, and those that do are carefully selected and only make specific products. Cartel controls the whole system to its own benefit, of course. Fewer issues, more happy customers. Xeno's expression turns blank. A new thing? Anything you made or were involved in recently? Or any new substance from anyone else? You don't remember. Xeno pulls a hand through his hair, messing it up, leaves a little trace of blue powder. It's so much stuff and work on, so many recipes. How can you expect me to remember everything? Customer confidentiality or something like that. I don't remember who came to me for what. You're so great at confidentiality that you forget their name before you even out the door. Exactly, you get me. You remember my name? Dante? Okay, I'm honored. You're my sworn nemesis. Of course I will remember your name. We're nemesis now? How many people's names do you know? Like 15, 20? Should have expected this. This guy doesn't remember anything from 5 seconds ago if he doesn't want to. What a way to live your life. It's a nice life. You should try it. Not thinking about stuff that doesn't have to bother you is great. No, thanks. I'll keep my brain. Can use that time and energy for other things, unlike you right now. Sometimes Zeno's suggestions actually make sense. It's odd because usually nothing about him doesn't make sense. I'm not getting the sense. Rather than worry about who I'm working with, what you're doing, I prefer to think about nice things like my next meal, for example. Should get out together and eat sometime. When you just blabbering about keeping your distance. We don't have to go. I didn't say no. Whoa! I'm also just saying, Dante blanks out for a moment, thinking about his next meal. That was so nice. Dante. Stop distracting me. I still have questions. I still have answers or not. We'll have to see. You know nothing? I know nothing! Listen, it's not one of the usual party drugs. It's deadly. Kills people. That's what? From one moment to the next, it's like a switch is flipped. Sound changes completely. Who screwed that up? They aren't supposed to be deadly. The customers are a bad customer, and that gets the police in our backs. Wow, who's pissed? Only people who are alive can buy more. That's just basically business logic. Work my butt off to make sure my stuff doesn't have bad side effects, and here comes some brainless designer messing it up. Really? They're just going to tarnish my name. Do you even care about your reputation? No, but this is a matter of principle. Which principle? Awkwardly waves his hand. Something. I don't like my work being screwed up, that's all. You sure it's not someone selectively ending people? I'm not sure about anything. Our only guess so far is that everyone affected is taking the same thing. But pain! Zeno lifts his hands, body on the knuckle with his index finger, like Our system is working so nicely, don't want anyone messing with it. Bite your finger, or are you gonna be in danger? Yeah, are you gonna be in danger? Something to get you into trouble with the cartel? Doubt it, my customers trust me. Depending on who is doing stuff and what exactly they're doing, the situation might escalate. And if it escalates, I'll lose my peace. Like my peace. working on avoiding that outcome. Yeah, don't worry. Thanks. Yeah, just for you, all for you. Who cares about the not alive people? Just for Zeno. Zeno smiles, returns, turns on his heel and walks off a few steps, waving at Dante. Well, doesn't matter what it is, you're gonna find out who's messing with my customers, right? I have no choice. Then I'll do the same. I'm sure we can fix the problem together. Dante, see you again soon. Next time, let us something to show for this case. Okay, that was interesting. That's certainly a way to say goodbye. Did we achieve anything? I'm so confused. Honestly, I'm just shocked by him. Zeno does a little hop that lands him in midair again, quickly taking him up to another roof where he vanishes out of sight. Oh my gosh, he double jumped. Say that, but you're not gonna remember, are you? Can't tell if he's a genius or an idiot, both, maybe. Listen, managed to find Zeno and hear what he has to say. I'd like something more useful. This whole night has been a waste. Doesn't help his mood. Oh dear. Dante rubs his hand over his face. Whatever, it is my work. All should be waiting for me. Time to finish up for today. Takes a moment for Dante to find his way, but soon he's walking down another alley to get to the bar. Let's get to the bar. And then I think I'll end the episode. I don't know. With the night ending, people are starting to return home, and they have one. Oh, tired yawns, drunk ramblings, and happy hollering can be heard. Though Dante takes the quieter streets on purpose to avoid them. Oh, always helps, but only so much. Even the back alleys often have other people in them. Dante quickens his pace, listening despite himself when his surly remarks or angry stuttering muttering. Never been the type to ignore rowdy drunks. They didn't ignore him either, which had been a blessing at least until Orion caught on. Wasn't really losing control if some idiot on the street swung at him first. Oh, nice fist fight. Fights were an easy way to burn off his restlessness, but when it first started working as a cop, Orion has hardly left his side at night, okay? So to drag Dante away from the busier streets, repeating over and over like a broken record, a very annoying one, for Dante to just ignore them. And it's right. Drunks don't matter for challenging fights anyway. They're a waste of his time. He's good at it by now. Ignoring them, not jumping at every chance. Doesn't mean doesn't want to fight. I imagine there are a lot of energies burning in him. Pun intended. It's a vampire. Should see if he'll fight me again soon. That would be a nice exercise for sure. Arjun is not to be underestimated as an enemy, which is why Dante has been trying to rile him up since day one. Only managed to bait him once by bringing up Alice. Ooh, Dante hadn't liked what happened after that. Ooh, the end result was positive. Orion had agreed he needed an outlet, so they started sparring here and there. Ooh, not half as often as Dante would like, but better than nothing. Yeah. I'm going insane. Everything tonight is just messing with me on purpose. There was a book. Oh my gosh, this scene was so flipping funny. So basically the main character is this lady who was always pissed off, and she was on like not the bus, but I don't remember the name for it right now. And there were a couple of kids that were like messing with the automatic door of like the subway. Is that what the word? Yeah, it's the subway. So like when they were about to close, they would like put their backpacks or their arms so the automatic door will open again. At a certain this main character was like, yeah, their mothers made these kids especially to piss me off. That's the purpose of their mothers. It was so funny how she said it. Then she pushed the two kids off the train, which was funny, but because they were safe, okay? They weren't in any danger. It's a book. It's funny. trust me. It's right when he has that thought that someone stumbles into Dante's path. Ouch! It's what you're walking. Dante flares up. The alcohol stench coming off the man is so bad that it itches in his nose. The man jolts, swaying from left to right, muttering something under his breath, but it raises his hand and the murmur quickly grows louder. It's comprehensible nonsense, half syllables that are connected in no particular order, more sounds than words. Oh dear, scary. They tumble over each other as the man's face distorts, veins bulging out and eyes wide open. Oh dear, oh no. He screams a beastly cry as he raises a fist, swinging toward Dante wildly. Oh, you picking a fight right now? Dante tries not to focus on the librarian and the anger of his words. Catches the fist, surprisingly heavy for a man with such a thin build, and throws a punch right back. Connects hard enough that they can hear a crack. Ouch! Ouch! This guy doesn't sound that. From the description, it sounds this guy might be on the thing that you're looking for. Expect the man to either back off, surprised by the resistance, or just keep swinging. What it does not expect is how the man turns, not at all reacting to whatever just broke, bares his teeth, getting ready to bite right into Dante's hand. Dante's pulled back his right hand, using the other to grab the man by the hair and swings him against the wall. Damn. It's a dull thud, and the man slumps down. Dante? ... Ah, come on, seriously? Dante groans? Don't tell me. Man is not strictly human. Dirty alcohol and the scent of other supernatural smells like wizard. Sadly, him being a wizard doesn't exactly fix his human frailty and does not strain his ear. You can't hear him breathing anymore. Dante, what did you do? Dang. The desire to ignore the situation is strong. If he's just, end the man, then that's going to be a giant mess. So just a mess. But guilt doesn't quite settle in. There's too many other emotions taking up all the space. Oh dear. He knows that Orion wouldn't leave the role. He is neither of them, but he won't be able to look at them into the eyes if he doesn't take care of this. And then kneels in front of the body, quickly checking the man's situation. The impact against the wall was not bad enough to, end the person. The punch before that was worse, and even that appeared to have only broken the man's nose, doing no further damage. The man shouldn't be, but here he is. Oh, what the hell? Throws a punch at me first and then has the audacity to die in front of me. Son of a... Come on, think, Dante, think! Wait, oh my gosh, it's connecting the brain cells. Dante squints at the corpse. Aggression followed by sudden death. Yeah? No way. Could it be? Dante reaches out to touch the man again when... Dante whips his head around, staring down the street, second best, but what he first thought was the sound of a single, isolated step doesn't return. Ooh. This night can't get any weirder, but just you wait. He sighs, returning to face the corpse. Oh? Uh-oh. Doesn't get to focus on it. Uh-oh. This time it's not an unknown sound, it's a voice almost right next to his ear. Wasting no time to think, Dante throws himself in the opposite direction, scrambling to his feet and distancing himself from whoever has managed to approach him without even audibly breathing. There was no smell to warn him of a stranger's presence. It smelled like nothing. Oh. Cool. Oh, hello. Just suddenly there, looking at the dead person, then turning their attention toward Dante. He knows the stranger is looking at him without seeing their eyes. Ice seeps through his veins, an almost physical sensation as it steals his breath away. The hooded figure straightens, their clothes rustle, but that's the only sound around them. This person is... Yeah, the clothes he's wearing don't belong to North Haven, or even this country. I was about to say century, but that's okay. It stands out, and not in a good way or a bad way. It's the same way you'd notice an adult among children. It's just, there's something overpowering about him. The to the point that it feels like a single flick of a stranger's finger could end a life. Damn! His sheer presence is enough to make Dante freeze up in terror. Oh, dang, even just his gaze is terrifying. Part of Dante wants to run away, or at least, very least lower his head and not be noticed. Another part of him thinks differently and wants to fight this guy. Fascinating, I never met anyone like this. Okay, flirting, not fighting, better. Doesn't like to bow down, not even when he's intimidating his heroes right now. In front and side of him pull in opposite direction, ultimately rendering him completely motionless. Fight until the hierarchy is established, there is no surrender. Our hellhound does not lower their head to someone who does not earn their submission or submit because a fight is not necessary. This person, being creature, is far above him. It's dumb to not understand that, and accepting another's strength is not shameful. His human side, quite till now, chimes in. When you see someone scary, isn't it better to run? Don't make me choice. Okay, but do you know about this one stage? The hooded man talks, interrupting his thought. His voice sends shivers around down Dante's spine. It's not a request, it's an order he has to answer. He doesn't try to fight this, at least. There's no reason to. I don't know them. Dante's voice is shaking. Shallows. Oh my god, it swallows heavily and puts a hand on his throat, forcing himself to calm down. He will not stutter from fear like a helpless pup, but it might be one of several deaths caused by the same thing. The man hums after a moment of contemplation. He moves closer. Hi? The closer he gets, the more Dante wants to leave. But what is he? I never met anyone or anything like this before. What is he? What is he doing here? The man towers over Dante when they stand in front of each other. There's a pair of eyes shining under the hood, staring right into him. Caused by what? At this point, it's getting harder to breathe. Dante's instinct is screaming, run away all over your head. Just stop looking, stop rising his anger, stop risking your life. I am scared and I'm home. I'm going to run away. Fear is choking his throat, but Dante doesn't move his eyes away out of sheer stubbornness, of course. He has to run away too often. He's had enough of it, even in the face of potential death. You're not running away. The eyes under the hood narrow. Dangerous. Stay or run. Okay, calm down. I could be very evil and say we'll answer next episode, but I'm not that evil. Not stay. We want information. They want information. It's a mutual thing. The top is like a hand on his shoulder, steadying him. Dante forces himself to assess the situation as objectively as possible. Stranger isn't threatening him, not at all. Neither his aura nor what's visible of his facial expressions an act of deliberate intimidation. The stranger is terrifying to stand across from, but is not made any move to attack. This is natural aura pushing others down, not a conscious act. Just asking questions. Yeah, we both want answers. A parade around gets haunted. Stand your ground, don't give in. Go on, Dante. Start to hold eye contact with the man, but the longer Dante does, the more fascinating his eyes get. He's old, very old. His eyes are not a lake, they're an ocean. Whoa, calm right now, but the waves can build up high. There's no desire inside them, and no threat. The man is doing is looking down at the curious thing he encountered, giving it his attention for a mere few seconds. Breathless seconds pass. Then the man leans back again, and the pressure vanishes enough for Dante to inhale. Little thing like you usually run away when I get close. Little thing? You call me a little thing? You are not. How quirky! What are you calling quirky, Dante? Come on. Continue on with your now young hellhound. Ooh, he knows! Don't forget to breathe. Hey, with that, the hooded man's attention spans appear emptied. He turns his head up to the sky, pausing for a second. Then he walks off, all the clothes rustling slowly with every step. Are you okay, dude? By the time Dante managed to snap of it, he's gone. Who was that? Sound like him would stand out everywhere. How is that the whole city is not talking about him yet? Well, you didn't feel him until it was like this close, so maybe, I don't know, powers, magic, whatever. Not to mention, you knew what I was. It's impossible to tell the difference between a werewolf and a hellhound by scent alone. Did my reaction give it away? What else? I don't know, your eyes, your soul, your aura, I don't know, you talk about a bunch of stuff that I don't know about, so why are you asking me? When the fear is gone, there's nothing but all left. The man is someone even the most powerful supernatural in North Haven will bow to. That dog is almost pleasing. Power struggles are common within supernatural communities. There's always someone planning to overthrow the chorus boss. Be a desirable leader! When man stepped in, Dante can't imagine how much that will stand in his way. Be a desirable leader? Hellhounds don't have alphas, like werewolves have, not like that. Oh gosh, not the Alpha and Omega. Oh no, the Omegaverse is coming out. Don't! But the strongest among them, the most cunning, the most intelligent, they're still the ones everyone turns to when the situation grows dire. A stranger will be the kind of leader to give you security, a horror to outsiders, but the ideal protector for anyone inside the pack. Yeah. It's not at all he decided to spend more time on. It's not a hellhound that I'm sure of, unless useless to wonder what someone could bring to the species was not even a possibility. Dang, the man is gone, it's best not to think about him. If he does think too much about him, he might just try to follow him. Don't do that, Dante, not right now. Dante shakes his head, back to work. Still a corpse on the ground, still there. Pushing away all straight off, he approaches the body. Dante checks the man from head to toe one more time. The distraction helps. Looking at him now, Dante finally understands what Orion meant about knowing a victim if he saw one. The skin of the corpse had developed distinct cracks in the short time since it collapsed. Feels hard if the whole body's surface has hardened. Well, this looks like this wasn't my fault. There's something big and important. The cracks have had a slight discoloration, but that's about it. You can still move the corpse joints, so whatever has happened is mostly superficial. Interesting. The organs look like he couldn't say, yeah, we need a different type of doctor. I've seen people inside before, oh dear. I don't exactly have an interest in them. That's a job for pathology, that's what I'm saying. My voice is going away, so I'll end the episode soon. I'm just warning y'all. I have to get someone from the station to fetch the body. Sadly, he doesn't have a phone. Now, cell phones is it's this giant brick-shaped thing, unwieldy and inconvenient to carry around, but perfect for self-defense. Who keeps one on him, but it's not here. He does, in theory, have a pager? What's that? That's exactly where it always is, on his desk, but it's like at the station. Just really hates that thing. Contacting the station is what he has a role for, right? Dear. Still, there's no way he's going to carry a corpse on his back, so he has to inform someone. To wake up some people up. There's enough houses around, he just has to sniff out supernatural household, then ring long enough that he can hear someone to call the station. I'm going to end the video here because my voice is gone, as you can hear, it's gone. But I hope you all had fun. I am. This game is so freaking pretty to look at. But anyways, this is all for now. Leave likes, subscribe, comments, everything you want. See you all next time. Bye.